Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. You might have to file a restraining order. Now, it's funny. You get a lot of stuff about what men doing to women and stalking their social media, chasing them and everything. And, it's justified. I don't have a problem with it. If it's happening, it's happening. They need to be corrective measures. But what's not talked about as much is, as an ex-girlfriend said, an obsessed fan. That woman be camping out and stuff in front of you. I remember a couple of dudes on my street coming up. There was one time, it was this woman, she was like just sitting right in front of his, across the street from his house. And, where I lived, the way it was set up, it was like a big hill in front of all our houses and stuff. We didn't have houses across from us. And this woman, she was just sitting. She was sitting by. She was kind of obscured by the bushes, too. So she was hiding a little bit from this dude, And I know about her because this other dude, I'm hanging out at his house. I forgot what we was doing and stuff. Playing. We didn't have video games. We might have just been watching a ball game or something. It was a group of us, in fact, and he came down with this girl. It was like, well, where you find her? Oh, she was sitting in front of, house. I didn't want to give a name. It was just like, ain't that some stuff? And the same dude had a woman camped out in front of his house. I'm the one who saw her. I was like, what you doing? I'm waiting for him to get home. I was just like, I already knew he was home because I had just talked to him. It's just like, oh, okay, hey, you going to be all right out here? But you get some women, and some women know they'd be doing that. Be showing up to somebody's house unannounced. Shoot, be doing drive-bys at 1 a.m, make sure he really home. Be checking that house. Shoot, some women got that surveillance thing down packed. Might have their girlfriends in or got walkie-talkies and stuff. Doing it better than some federal agencies and stuff. Be out there, got the walkie-talkies. Might follow them and everything. Use like about 5 cars. It's like, yeah, I got him now. Okay, all right. I'm going to make this turn. You got him now? Yeah, I got him. Oh, man. Seriously, y'all know how y'all ladies do. Y'all get that good. Y'all get that devil dick. And shoot, y'all lose your darn mind. For the women listening for this. I'm laughing about it, though, but it can get a little crazy. It can get a little crazy, and it can get crazy to a point. A guy might have to be the one to do that. Now I heard it. You don't hear it as much, but I've heard of some men who had to file restraining orders because the women were a little crazy. And see, that's a real thing because it's funny. It's a funny dynamic out here. You can get a woman who will reject every single man. She could have 20 men try to get at her. And she reject all 20. But then there's that one man she want badly. And, she'll stay on him, pester him until he said, look, let me just give her some. And then it'd be the best she ever had. One, because her imagination told her it would be the best that she would have. So she up there going crazy. Coming over, bringing over food to cook at his place. Or, showing up at all times of the night. Calling all the time. While he napping after they had a good session of sex and he napping or something, shoot, she bringing his phone over, trying to put his finger up to the fingerprint thing. But, yeah, I'm laughing about it, but it can be serious because you can get some women. See, people have to understand, the women could be crazy. She might have to kill. Like I said, I've actually known of a player. He got shot and killed by a woman, another player. She just put a bullet in his back. I don't think he ever got the bullet out. Shot him in the back and then took him to the hospital herself. And you get a lot of women that way. They get caught up. Now, as a man, you gotta pay attention for any signs of obsessiveness. I know you want to hit it and all that, but you gotta pay attention. Sometimes you might have to check that woman. Sometimes she might know you on vacation somewhere and show up there. It's a whole bunch of stuff with that. Show up on your job or something. I actually know of this one woman. She actually told everybody that she was going to marry this guy. And I knew the guy. And I saw him and I was like, oh, yeah, man, how's your engagement going? He said, engagement to who? Well, so-and-so said y'all going to get married. Because she said somebody else prayed over it. And he was like, I don't know that woman. I was like, damn. Because that's one thing. I understand one thing with women. And I need to hit some on the ladies' channel about this. Women will be in a relationship with a guy and he don't know it. He don't know it, and that's the worst thing when she ain't dealing with reality. Then that's when she get crazy, and it happens a lot. So he might have to file a restraining because she could get dangerous. That's the type of could get dangerous, especially if you got kids. If her in her imagination, imagine herself in your life, start inserting yourself in her life, boom. You know. And I think you've had some cases where women have stalked celebrities like that. I don't feel like looking it up right now. But as a man, if you get that, it's more, you can tell her to stay away. You can tell her you're not interested. You can talk about her. You can call her ugly and all that. She think you just playing, ain't you? You so funny. I actually had a woman do that too. Not so much the chase part, but I was already in a relationship and I was like just straight up telling her I wasn't interested. I mean, just straight up. I was like, look, I'm with somebody. Even if I wasn't, I'm not interested in you. And I said it as nice as possible. And she was like, Rob, you just playing. You just so funny. I'm like, damn. What's up? Nah, I had to let her know. But, sometimes it get to that point where you might just say, you know what? I can't deal with this. Let me get a restraining order. And don't be afraid to do that. Seriously, fellas, don't be afraid if the woman, because like I said, you can't put your hands on her, because even if she was the one instigating shit, doing shit, being crazy, you can't really put your hands on her, because then the police want to lock your ass up. Regardless of whether you're in the right, they'll be like, well, we'll let a judge sort that out. You don't want to get into it. Sometimes you might have to just tell her, or shoot, sometimes just blocking her or something don't do anything. Now, how do you get out of this situation? One thing, fellas, remember, I said all my videos, even if it don't seem like it, all my videos, podcasts, they all go together. They all have like a theme connecting. Like you can't watch just one and really get the whole essence of everything I'm saying. That goes back to not being pressed. Right? Because when you not press, one thing you can do about it. Now, remember the video I did? It was Thursday. Don't be pressed. One of the things you got to remember is when you're not pressed, then you can sit back and look. I got to pay attention. Too many guys be wanting to get in these women's draws too quickly. And I've had instances where I got into a woman's draws too quickly and found out she was crazy. I had to learn the hard way. Find out or just, serious. I don't care how fine it is. Too many guys, they want that quick hit or something and think it's easy. It's over with. Nah, it might not be over with. She could get sprung. Best you can do, and then, of course, some women are good at hiding their stuff. Don't be afraid to get to know that woman. Don't be afraid. Or at the very least, if you still saying, I got to get it real quick, don't bring it to your place. Don't let know where you live. Like if you want to get serious, like don't be, carry some extra money for a motel or something like that. If you got any inkling that this could be a problem, get to know her. Talk to these women. Yeah, she got that nice body or something, but find out what's on her head. Because I remember one time, I think I probably mentioned this, just finished having sex with a woman and she whispered in my ear like, I smoke crack. And I'm like, what the fuck? And this one, I ain't take time to get to know her. So seriously, just take your time, figure out some shit. Now, it ain't perfect. Of course, nothing's perfect. It's an art, not a science. But you want to take everything. You first meet that woman. If it's somebody you just met, you don't need to know what your place look like. You should. Like I said, you going to play that game, carry some money for a motel. If you got to question it, give her as little information about yourself as possible. But then, as I'm going to say in my video on Monday, they'll still find out some stuff. But anyway, yeah, you might have to file that restraining order. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and many blessings.